Smokey will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 20, Smokey.
Now batting, Johnny Montoya. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Johnny Montoya.
And a fastball just a bit up.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Left side, but well foul. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in and looking for more, Jesse Winker. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-1 the count. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. First, scooped up on the backhand, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So coming to the plate, Bobby Pyle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball now.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. Another look at the throwdown that results in a... Ready for another chance? Derek Dietrich. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And maybe a little for ball 2 now. The 2-0. Fouled away. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3. Mark Barker waits on deck. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. In now, Mark Barker. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
On to Goldschmidt, a double play. At the plate, Louis Grumman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hey now.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 4. this is fouled at the plate. Here's another 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. So here now is the pitcher, Ernest Guzman. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball taken high for a ball. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Digging in to try it again, Gio Kirshner. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And that misses, ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Pulled toward right center field. Patterson is in pursuit, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he'll reach second now with one away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two that put himself in a count.
Popped him up. Goldschmidt ranging into shallow right. He's got it, and there are two down now. Standing in, Johnny Montoya, runner in scoring position with two gone. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box when I'm sitting 1-0.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will... Johan Camargo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive.
Smokey takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 20, Smokey.
Leading off the inning, Zachary Land, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Patterson is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now at the plate, Lewis Grumman, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Grumman.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
3-0 to him now. 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. Moving under it, Patterson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Bobby Kyle will get the call to pinch hit here. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Smokey, a 22-year-old. He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Moses has it. Throw in time, and the side is. So striding forward now, Gio Kirshner. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Kirshner is retired, and there's 1 away. And here's Jose Peraza.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two balls and no strikes.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Johnny Montoya will be next. 3 balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Moses scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. Ready now for Cincinnati. Johnny Montoya, been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Right over the middle, knee high.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. but you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Jesse Winker would be next if they can. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run. Johan Camargo will grab a bat and hit. 8-3 is today's final. Atlanta took the lead in the second inning. Smokey will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 20, Smokey.
At the plate, Tyler Austin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to. Paul Goldschmidt will grab a bat.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get
Smokey enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew Knapp. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Grichuk leads off first with one away. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Fouled off. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
It's becoming more and more common in today's hour, but it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
So he sets him down swinging. Andrew Knapp becomes out number 2 this inning. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Peterson stands at 6 foot even. That's left, throws right. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
3-1 to him now. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
In there, 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's a pop-up now. Camargo there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate. Rich Chavez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit.
Smokey is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 20, Smokey.
leading off the inning, Johnny Leone, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Liner to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Jesus Pereira comes on to pitch here with one man.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best.
Locked in a heated race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper.
Boy, good job.
Smokey enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Vincent O, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Lays off 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
On the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
2-1 now to Mookie. Two and two. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. Digging in, Anthony Rendon. It was a walk in his last trip.
Anthony Rendon.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
1-0.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Bases are in. Hit out towards second. Moses fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Washington posted a 3-run first.
A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
Smokey enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Smokey.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at-bat.
Here we go. Cut it home.
And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off-speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot. And
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Digging in once again, Doug McGee. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole way, though.
Bouncer to the left side. on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Mac Williams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Mac Williams.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Byron Buxton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matt.
Hit high and deep to left field. Ortega looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1-1-1.
Hot shot down the line. Throw gets him, 2 down. Josh Bell the next to hit. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. 2-1 the count. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. The swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Into the second deck and gone. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now.
The third baseman,
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Larson is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Jace Peterson waits on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 1 out, nobody on. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Once again, a 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ortega over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding into the box, Jace Peterson. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Moses is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that. It's safe.
Smokey enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in, Ben Lively. And an opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say, he's really earned it. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him.
Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's Byron Buxton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Check swing called strike 0-1. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder.
Grounded to short.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Here it comes on 0-2. Grounded to third. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy
Your
Smokey is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the
Number
8th.
20, Smokey.
Up next from Miami, Walker Kramer.
Walker Kramer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right, but foul. Hit back up the middle.
Swanson brings it in.
On to first, and there are 2 down. Ready now for the Marlins, Starlin Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Starlin Castro.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brock Stassi. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Outside, 2-1. Hard hit at third. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves nothing. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the night.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Miami Marlins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Kevin Gausman. Smokey is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Johan Camargo has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Coming to the plate now, Cody Bellinger. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back.
Nope. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
I love a well-executed, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair.
Struck him out. Next up for Los Angeles, Wilmer Flores. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out.
Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope.
Your
Smokey
attention, please.
gets the call from the
Now
pen to
pitching
take
for the
over
Braves,
on the mound and start the
number
home
20,
seventh.
Smokey.
Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Aviles leads off second with nobody out. 1-1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Jesus Pereira
Enters the game out of
8-2 is how this one ends today. Atlanta jumped out to
Your attention,
Smokey
please.
answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Digging in, Lewis Brinson 0 for 2 for him to this down and away, 1 ball and no strike. Stanley, the runner at third, Castro on second, Santana at first, 2 out in the inning. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases low. Striding in once again, Larry Morales. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Right over the middle, knee high. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ortega moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Brock Stassi will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 52.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. 4-3 our score here as we play the eighth. Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Ground first. There's one. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. Now at the plate, Travis West. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Line hard toward right center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
Relay three.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Ripped down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball, and the insurance run comes across to score from third. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Count now a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Mondesi has got it, and the side is retired. Rich Chavez will get the call.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the
Smokey gets the call as he'll pitch with gone in the top of the 8th.
Smokey.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Smokey, a 22-year-old. He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy's a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's a 6-1 game. So digging in now, Brock Stassi. Last time through was a base hit. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Straight up, straight up.
Smokey is there, and that's the third out. Sam Tuivalala comes on.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home.
Great job today.